While Ejimako, special counsel for Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, on Monday kicked against the refusal of operatives of the Department of State Services to grant him access to his clients. Ejimako, in a post on his Twitter handle on Monday, said the DSS barred lawyers to the detained IPOB leader from meeting Kanu last Thursday and today, Monday. The lawyer noted that the act by the DSS was in contravention of the order of Justice Binta Nyako of a federal high court in Abuja, who said Kanu should be allowed to meet with his lawyers twice a week, Mondays and Thursdays. Ejimako said, last Thursday we were not allowed visitation with Onyendu because, according to DSS, the special squad in charge of visitations went on outside assignments. They asked us to come on Monday. Today we are at DSS. They are telling us the same thing. We disagree. Alert. Last Thursday we were not allowed visitation with Onyendu because of, according to DSS, that the person in charge was on whatever assignment, outside assignment. Last year, the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, had announced that Kanu was intercepted through the collaborative efforts of Nigerian intelligence and security services and consequently extradited to Nigeria. The IPOB leader has been in DSS custody since his arrest and extradition and is currently on trial for a treasonable felony. Subsequently, a 15-count terrorism charge was slammed on Nnamdi Kanu with the Nigerian government. He, however, pleaded not guilty to the charges and asked the court to discharge and acquit him without standing trial, saying the charges were incurably defective and not worth being defended. Kanu was in court on Wednesday, February 16th, but the court adjourned till April 8th for ruling on whether or not to quash the charges. Simple thing they will not do. Just simple thing they will not do. You might think, oh, it's not important. It is important. They will be giving flimsy excuses, unnecessary excuses. How long will this whole thing will it last? Now every little thing they'll be talking, oh, coup is happening here, oh, coup is happening in this place, coup is happening in that place. All of these things before those times, before the coup happened in those countries, a lot of all these things, shenanigans, had been happening. Nobody listened to them, nobody paid attention. But when the wala come, that is when everybody will now be shouting, hey, this and that, oh, they've come again, they've did that. There was a time, I think as at 3-5 years back, 7-10 years back, the people had that confidence because they always say that, any country that is being overrun or that is headed or led by the army, that they will not have anything, that the international community will not have anything to do with them. I think that was one of the reasons why a lot of countries then, they were afraid, they didn't want to go through that route. But so they were afraid of not being able to mingle with other countries. So they were just holding on. But when water come past Gary, they say, like we can't continue like this now. That all die. All those countries now that are now being overthrown by the democratically elected president, the devil for everyone know for now. And that is the same mindset they have in this country. It is not possible. But this one, they say, Barry will say it is not possible. This one say it is not possible. Well, okay, let them continue. Little things like this, we gather, will be gathered together, and one day the center will no longer hold. Obey court order is a problem. What stops them? The person who is in charge of letting the lawyers to see him, what stops them to arrange another person to be there? So it has to be only one person. When they want to do all this, their criminal acts, that is where you hear all those nonsense. When he was away, when Nnamdi Kanu was away, they said he can't even come back. He returned and was detained. They said that is where he will rot. He was granted bail and given very harsh bail conditions. They thought that it will silence him. He rather become more energized. When they became threatened by the show of love towards him by Biafrans. They went after his life in his own residence. He fled for his dear life. And they said that he jumped bay. They abducted him from Kenya, and many of his enemies rejoiced, saying that finally he will be jailed. It has been more than 7 months after that illegal operation in Kenya, yet there is no clear case against Oramadike. Igbo says, Ma Onwo Egbuhe. Okay, this one. It's high time. It's high time that the enemies of this struggle realize that Biafra is a divine project, and no man born of a woman can stop it. May God continue to protect Oyindu Mazenam Kanu. God bless the land of the rising sun. And also the John Bay, is being vindicated. He won them again, and they told us they're still studying the case. That he warned them that this man did not jump bail. Nobody's saying that now, that he jumped bail, because he has won the case. DSS, please allow lawyers to see Nnamdi Kanu. They were the only people that was mentioned in the realm that we talk on his behalf. We are already having uprising in the southeast. Don't allow it to escalate. For where you are begging them, all this ones, will they listen? Lie. The level of lawlessness and arrogance from the government side of this case is very overwhelming, and enough evidence to this case to be dismissed, but it is obvious that the judge is working for the heartless Fulani jihads in Aso Rock against justice. Well, let nothing happen to Nnamdi Kanu. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu truly offended the federal government of Nigeria and they have strong evidence against him, he would have long been sentenced. The same thing, the same thing I always say. He would have been sentenced to prison, but they can't even find anything tangible to nail him with. That is why they keep detaining him and postponing court dates. Exactly. My point. Freedom. Let Nnamdi Kanu go. If you are living around river area, you will understand the cry of Çūstød. That is what they are known for, disobeying their own laws and evil. Many people definitely have questions to answer, and we will surely make them answer in a very hard way. There should be emergency uprising across Biafra land. Dangerous confrontation is looming. I see Nigeria armed forces running out of the east. DSS should be cautioned against leading the nation into unquestionable fire. The Judge Binta Yanko is the reason the DSS is doing all this. From the beginning of this case, the DSS has violated the order of our court severally, and what did she do? Nothing other than to keep pleading to the DSS to obey her order. It is better she step aside on this case, because Biafrans will hold her responsible should anything happen to an innocent man. The reason they gave is even questionable. Now, wow, let nothing happen to Nnamdi Kanu. I take God beg them.